I think that's even the reason why he started paying people out. No, I know that, of course, when he came on February, he made an announcement that soon people start to be to be like they'll be able to monetize their Twitter account.
Right.
And then just this week that it just happened. This week, just a few days after the threat came out, he started now paying out. He now started paying people, and it's not a small amount. I'm telling you guys, if you don't have Twitter account, or if you don't yet, then like I'm really advising you to go and have one, because I even think it's easier to monetize your Twitter account than just start monetizing your YouTube.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we are going to talk about trade, and we are going to talk about the interest conflict between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg or Zuckerberg? I don't know.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Whatever. So Mark Zuckerberg decided to develop an app called Thread. He has the same similarity as Twitter. So in this video, we are just going to talk about the interest conflict. Guys, what do you think? Is it Mark Zuckerberg want to destroy Twitter, or is trying to find another market on that side?
I think Mark Zuckerberg wants to take over everything when it comes to social media. We've seen that with Snapchat. Before that, he came up with that. Nowadays, you can make snaps. I won't really call it snaps, but it's similar to making like snap, but on Messenger. But before he came up with that, he went to see the CEO of Snapchat, and we decided to buy. Like, he asked to buy Snapchat, but then the CEO, of course, he declined the offer, and then he ended up doing what he did. We've seen he took over WhatsApp, Instagram. So when it comes to social media, I think Mark Zuckerberg is a huge expert, and I don't really think that Elon Musk, when it comes to social media, Elon Musk can compete with Mark Zuckerberg, because he has been his field for the whole time.
Okay.
But yeah, I doubt that Mark Zuckerberg will be able to disrupt Twitter, because Twitter has been already established a long time ago, and also recently Twitter even started to monetize. I don't know if you guys know, but now you can monetize your Twitter account. I've seen a bunch of people making tweets saying, like, showing they've got like 37,000, 36,000 paycheck from Elon Musk.
Okay.
So with that new thing that came up with that Elon Musk came up with on Twitter, I think Twitter is not gonna die anytime soon. I even think Twitter is gonna even get better. But when it just comes in overall, like, between Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, like, competing on social media, I think Mark Zuckerberg has the trophy for that now.
But do you think that Elon Musk give an opportunity to Mark Zuckerberg to open this app called Thread? Because Elon Musk tried to make something difficult for Twitter. He started asking for people, if you want a blue tick, you have to pay for it. If you want this, do you think that give Mark Zuckerberg an opportunity to open,
of course,
to develop another app,
of course,
so people they can decide to use either Twitter or Thread?
Just look at the timing itself. Mark Zuckerberg took big advantage of the timing, because it's when Elon Musk started, imposing those new rules of having people to pay, that Mark Zuckerberg came up with this. He came up with something similar to Twitter and said, okay, it's free for you. All you need to do is just to have an Instagram account. Okay. I think he really he really took advantage of the timing, on that aspect. But again, that's how you realize that he's a genius when it comes to social media. He identified that as an opportunity, and he just jumped on it.
Okay, so I just want to hear from Michael. Do you think that it's smart to lock people? I can say that he's trying to lock people. If you have Instagram, you'll be able to open Thread. But if you want to delete one, you cannot delete one of them. If you want to delete, you have to delete both.
I know.
Do you think it's smart, or is trying to lock some people they can use their app?
Yeah, no, I think it's a smart move. Given that a lot of people like Instagram. I mean, all this virtual competition that we have today, people showing off what they have and all of those things. It's all because of social media and what it has brought about. people make a lot of money being on Instagram
Yeah.
these
Lot.
days. These days, Facebook and all of those things. Like Buba said, Mark Zuckerberg is a brilliant genius when it comes to social media. I think that
That's true.
the way he's tied Threads and Instagram together, it's difficult for you to leave Threads.
Mhm.
5 days into the inception of Threads, we had over 100 million users on Threads. This is
Yeah.
historic, right? And so I think that, like Jean-Guy is saying, I think that it's a smart move, given that once you log on to Threads, there's no turning back. You can hibernate the account, you can decide not to use it, but if you decide to delete it, know that if you have a huge following on Instagram, you'll be deleting that as
Yeah.
well. And so for me, I think that Threads is a big competitor to Twitter. It has more word length. I think 500 words you can put on there. You can put a longer video on Threads than on Twitter. It's not monetized. You don't have to pay anything to have any kind of check mark, whatever the case is. And so for now, they're trying to eat into the Twitter space. And Twitter has a lot of backlash from how it all started, right? When he took over, people lost their jobs, you know, in Africa and in America, all over the world. Twitter employees were laid off, you know, and so some people are disgruntled in that regard, and that's why Threads is becoming a thing. But I mean, no one knows what the future holds. These are two billionaires.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
true. That's true.
Yeah. So
And they
for
know
that,
what they're doing, right? And also, one thing I wanted to say, like, it's never good to have only one people in one sector, right? Because, like, we've seen that with Elon Musk,
Yeah.
right? He was the only guy, he started doing whatever he wants, right?
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
now that Zuckerberg is there, he's going to think twice before, like, doing the
Yeah.
same,
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
the kind of same
I
mistakes.
think that's even the reason why he started paying people out. No, I know that, of course, when he came on February, he made an announcement that soon people start to be to be like they'll be able to monetize their Twitter account.
Right.
And then just this week that it just happened. This week, just a few days after the threat came out, he started now paying out. He now started paying people, and it's not a small amount. I'm telling you guys, if you don't have a Twitter account, or if you don't yet, then like I'm really advising you to go and have one. Because I even think it's easier to monetize your Twitter account than just start monetizing your YouTube. I know today we're doing YouTube. I know it's not monetized yet, but guys, you guys can help us get there. It's our goal. But
Of
please,
course.
you will get to that level by having you to subscribe and also to like our channel all the time. But again, coming back on the topic itself, Twitter, it's now you can now monetize it and make
Yeah.
big bucks from it.
I think these days to make money is very easy, because I don't know if you guys
It was
know.
easier. Everybody would
I'm
have.
telling you, I don't know if you guys know this one. There's a lady, she has an OnlyFans. The
Right.
only thing she has to do is just to sleep. People paying her, seeing her sleeping all the night, and then she said that she's making 15 grand every month, and people are just paying. That she doesn't do anything dirty or what. She's just sleeping.
Sleeping, yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You are just paying to see
Oh.
people sleep.
I
I've
think
seen-
for sorry, I was just going to say I think for women,
It's much easier.
I'm choosing my words carefully, but I think that for them it's easier for them on the
Right.
social media space. They have a lot of opportunity. I
Compared
mean,
to
people
the,
are showing foot images and they are being paid for that.
yeah.
And like he said, someone is sleeping and is making money from
Yeah.
that. I think, but to the topic, I think that the way Elon Musk is handling the social media space, Twitter, is very different from what we are used to. With the way Zuckerberg has handled WhatsApp, Facebook. I mean, even Facebook has never requested anyone to pay anything for over the
But
20
then
years they've been in
on
existence.
Facebook, you should know that people have a product. People on Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp, people have a product. The reason why you get your data, you get your personal information, you get it sold to another entity. As compared to Twitter, Twitter doesn't sell your personal information
Yeah,
to
but that's
any marketing
the selling
agency.
of our information. That's illegal, and I think that's why he faced the Senate
Yeah.
committee in the US at some point. But the premise is that the way he's handled, there has been no controversy. Nobody has been laid off. There hasn't been a lot of noise. You're going to pay for this. You're going to charge you for this, and all of. They are finding other ways to make money. By not necessarily taxing. taxing.
But
yes.
then that's what I'm saying though. On other the social media that Mark Zuckerberg is managing, those ones are people have a product, so you don't really need to pay anything if you have the product yourself. But then on
When you say
Twitter,
you have the product, what do you mean?
like it's you literally your content they're selling to other marketing agency. And when I say your content, I don't mean like your content that you're producing, but your personal information, because the marketing agency that interested in that so that they can start building like.
No, but that's just a tiny bit of how money is being made on
my
Instagram.
guy.
Because for instance, because honestly,
they make big money from it.
Yeah,
Facebook.
but honestly, almost every organization that means business is on social media, right? And so if you are going to be doing sponsored ads or you're going to have lead generation ads, for instance, Facebook has lead generation ads just like Google ads, right? Where you can be able to develop lead generation means you are creating ads that will generate leads for whatever it is.
But that is different than what that's different.
No, I'm just saying there are other avenues.
Right.
That's the apps, not just selling information to people. They have other ways they can also make money.
But Elon Musk, I think Elon Musk is doing here a great job, because before even came out in Twitter used to have like an ad revenue, but they were just not sharing the revenue with the content producer. But until Elon Musk came up, he decided, okay, now we're going to have like.
But that was just last week, no?
No. Yeah, he started paying. No, he came out with that decision, I think, back in February, but the payouts started this week, I think.
Me, I just wanted to understand, is Donald Trump have an account from Twitter, or because I remember
the account was reopened, but I think he decided to no longer use it.
Okay.
I think it's just inactive on the account, but Elon Musk gave him back access.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. I remember that. And guys, let us know also like what do you think about the fight? Elon Musk.
Zuckerberg will.
No. Social media.
No.
Zuckerberg,
like physical fight. We're talking about physical fight, like UFC.
Zuckerberg will destroy Elon Musk.
No, not even.
Have you seen Zuckerberg?
I've seen his body recently with him like taking a picture of Adesanya, but no, Elon Musk. I know I'm just a big fan of Elon Musk, but not just because I'm a big fan, I'm supporting him, but I'm just basing myself on his physique.
Bro, Zuckerberg will just. But guys,
I think Zuckerberg will win.
If we want to go about this topic, guys,
Elon Musk.
you're gonna keep going.
But I think
let us know
a lot of money.
who you guys think is gonna win that UFC 442 bout. Thanks, guys. Stay safe. Peace out.
Peace out.